Did you hear about the guy who was so obsessed with hands that he bought a glove factory? He really wanted to have a hand in everything. But hey, aren't we all a little peculiar in our own ways? We all have our obsessions. Some of us are obsessed with the idea of a perfect cup of coffee, always in pursuit of that elusive blend. Then, there are those who can't resist the allure of the latest gadgets, their eyes lighting up at the mere mention of a new release. And let's not forget the ones who are just too fond of their pets, treating them like royalty, complete with pampering sessions and gourmet meals. Obsession, as they say, is a powerful force. It's like a whirlwind that sweeps us off our feet, making us lose all sense of time and space. It's the driving force that keeps us up at night, our minds racing with thoughts of our latest craze. But what exactly is obsession? In the simplest terms, obsession is an intense interest or preoccupation with something. It's that thing that makes your heart skip a beat, that thing that makes you feel alive. It's that thing that you can't stop thinking about, no matter how hard you try. It's that thing that you just can't get enough of. But obsession isn't always about things. Sometimes it's about people, ideas, or even experiences. It's the bookworm who can't put down a gripping novel, the artist who loses himself in his canvas, or the adventurer who can't resist the call of the wild. And while obsession might seem like a heavy word, it's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can be quite the opposite. Obsession can be the fuel that drives us to achieve great things, to push beyond our limits, and to explore new horizons. So whether you're the type who obsesses over the tiniest details, or the type who gets swept up in the grandeur of it all, remember, in the kingdom of passion, obsession is the ruler. So buckle up, because we are about to dive into a world where obsession isn't just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Ever met someone who collects something unusual, like, say, nail clippings? Now, don't be too quick to judge. In the realm of passion, sometimes obsessions take the form of collections. And oh boy, can these collections get wild. Let's take a stroll down the lane of unconventional collectors. Imagine a person who's devoted years to collecting belly button fluff. Yes, you heard that right. Belly button fluff. Now that's a collection that's sure to raise eyebrows and probably a few questions like why and how and seriously, why? But it doesn't stop there. Picture a woman with an entire room filled with rubber ducks. From the classic yellow ones to those dressed as famous superheroes, she's got them all. You might think it's a bathtub party every day at her place. But for her, it's a quest to find the rarest of rubber ducks, the elusive platinum duck, perhaps. Then there's this guy who's been collecting air from different cities around the world. Yes, you got it right, air. He's got jars filled with air from Paris, New York, Tokyo, each labeled meticulously. It's like he's bottling the essence of these places, one breath at a time. Or consider the gentleman who's collected every single issue of the Beano comic since its inception in 1938. Each comic is preserved in pristine condition, a testament to his dedication. It's like he's created a time capsule of humor, spanning over 8 decades. In all these examples, you'll notice a common thread. The collectors are passionate, dedicated, and, well, a little bit obsessive. But isn't that the beauty of it all? Each collection tells a unique story, a tale of a personal journey fueled by passion and a dash of obsession. So next time you come across someone with a bizarre collection, don't be quick to judge. Remember, one man's trash is another man's prized possession. Then, there are those who are obsessed with perfection. Ever met someone who wouldn't let you into their house without a lint roller? Now, we've all had those moments where we want everything to be just right. But some folks take it to a whole new level. Take our friend Joe, for instance. He's the kind of guy who irons his socks. Yes, you heard it right. Joe irons his socks. He can't stand the thought of creased cotton between his toes. It's a weird quirk. But hey, at least his feet are always dressed to impress. And then there's Emily. She's got a bookshelf that could rival the rainbow. From red to violet, every single book is in perfect color order. If you dare to mess up her chromatic system with a misplaced maroon or a badly positioned blue, you're in for a world of trouble. But on the bright side, you'll never have to worry about finding a book by its cover. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing bad about wanting things to be neat and tidy. But when you find yourself spending more time arranging your closet by color than actually wearing the clothes, it might be time to step back and reassess. And it's not just about cleanliness or order. Perfection can creep into our lives in other ways. There's the guy who spends hours getting his hair to look just right only to put on a hat before he leaves the house. Or the girl who won't eat a sandwich unless the crusts are cut off in a perfectly straight line. These are extreme examples, of course. Most of us have a little bit of the perfection bug, but we manage to keep it under control. The key is to remember that it's okay to have quirks. they make us who we are. So if you ever feel bad about your quirks, just remember, you could be ironing your socks. Food, glorious food. Who doesn't love it? But then, there are those who take their love for food a tad too seriously. Let's talk about foodies who have turned into food fanatics. There's a fine line between passion and obsession, and these folks have crossed it with a giant leap. For instance, there's this person who only eats things that are blue. Yes, you heard it right, only blue. Blueberries, blue corn chips, blue cheese. If it's blue, it's on the menu. It makes you wonder, what do they do on St. Patrick's Day? Then there's our friend, the perpetual food photographer. You know the type. They won't let anyone touch their plate until they've taken the perfect photo. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, you name it. They've got a pictorial record of every single meal they've ever eaten. It's like their stomach has its own Instagram account. And who can forget the infamous Burger Baron? This guy has made it his mission to taste every burger in the world. From fast food joints to five-star restaurants, he's on a relentless pursuit of the ultimate burger. He's even got a burger rating system. Who needs Michelin stars when you've got Burger Baron points? Let's not leave out the cupcake queen. She's on a quest to bake the perfect cupcake. She's tried hundreds of recipes, tweaked ingredients, and even built a cupcake lab in her basement. The day she creates the ultimate cupcake, it's going to be a game changer in the baking world. These food fanatics might seem a little over the top, but they've turned their passion into an art form. They've made food not just a nourishment, but a pursuit, an adventure, and sometimes a science experiment. They've taken "you are what you eat" to a whole new level. So next time you're just eating your sandwich, spare a thought for these food fanatics. Because for them, it's not just a meal, it's a mission. Who knew food could be so obsessive? Ah, the age of the internet, where you can be anyone, do anything, and follow anyone a little too closely. Welcome to the realm of social media, a platform that has turned into a global obsession. It's not just about sharing photos or posting updates anymore. It's a way of life, a culture, a kingdom where obsession is the ruler. Imagine a person who can't go 5 minutes without checking their feed. Picture this: a coffee in one hand, scrolling through the endless stream of posts with the other, eyes glued to the screen, oblivious to the world around. A constant need to stay updated, to know what's happening, to be part of the conversation. They're not just users anymore. They are citizens of the social media kingdom, living, breathing, and thriving on likes, shares, and comments. Then we have the girl who obsessively tracks her favorite celebrities' every move. She knows what they ate for breakfast, where they went for a vacation, who they hung out with last weekend. It's not just admiration anymore, it's an obsession, a passion that borders on fixation. The celebrity doesn't know she exists, but in her world they are the best of friends. And let's not forget the ones who meticulously curate their online persona. Every post, every photo, every status update is a calculated move. They're not just sharing their lives, they're creating an image, an illusion of perfection. They're the monarchs of this kingdom, ruling with an iron fist of likes and followers. But it's not all doom and gloom. Social media has its perks too. It's a platform where voices are heard, stories are shared, and connections are made. But like every kingdom, it has its pitfalls. The line between admiration and obsession, between sharing and oversharing, between being connected and being consumed is often blurred. So, next time you open your app, remember it's just a click away from obsession. Obsession, my friends, isn't just a word, it's a kingdom. And in this kingdom of passion, guess who's wearing the crown? Over the course of our journey, we've encountered some truly unique citizens of this kingdom. We've met the passionate collectors, bitten hard by the bug, hoarding everything from vintage stamps to antique spoons. Their homes transformed into mini museums, each item a testament to their infatuation. Then we crossed paths with those obsessed with perfection. We laughed at their meticulous routines and the lengths they go to ensure every hair is in place, every outfit is color coordinated, and every moment is picture perfect. We've walked alongside the food fanatics, their taste buds leading them on culinary adventures. Their passion for food so intense, it could give the greatest chefs a run for their money. Remember the guy who queued for 6 hours just for a taste of the world's spiciest noodles? That's dedication right there. And who could forget our social media maniacs? Those who live, breathe, and sleep in the digital world, crafting the perfect online persona, one post at a time. Their obsession with likes, shares, and followers, making them the jesters of our kingdom. Each of these obsessions, as funny as they may seem, are fueled by passion. Passion for collecting, for perfection, for food, for social media. It's this passion that drives these individuals, turning mundane activities into thrilling quests. So as we stand here in the heart of the kingdom of obsession, it's clear who wears the crown. It's not just one ruler, but a whole royal family, each member representing a different kind of obsession. They rule with an iron fist, driving their subjects to pursue their passions relentlessly. But remember, it's all in good fun. As long as our obsessions don't harm ourselves or others, they add a dash of spice to our otherwise ordinary lives. So remember, in the kingdom of passion, obsession isn't just the ruler, it's the whole royal family.